Hola guys and girls, and welcome to week 4 of the GBA. We are facing this, aka coach of the Atlanta Hawluchas, and this is a pretty scary opponent. He is undefeated so far in the GBA, he is 3-0, and he has proven his capabilities in league format, and we are coming from a loss versus Dan. We are kind of in the back seat. We need to start winning again to get a good spot in the division, because depending how tough and Dan play, I might come down to 3rd place if I lose this match, and I can't allow that. I'm in the GBA to win the whole thing, so I have to reach the playoffs, and I want a safe spot as a number first guy in the division, so I basically have to win this. Of course, I want to win every match, but this time I need to get, like I said, I want to get the streak going again, so I will have to win this match. Sadly, this is a pretty scary opponent, but what can you do? What can you do? Usual things at the beginning of the video. So, my stash is gone. I'm very sorry for that. Like, the people very enjoyed that in the team builder, but I only had the stash because of the bet, basically, with a friend. After November I had like the full beard, then I shaved everything back in the stash, and now everything is shaved. Don't worry guys, the beard is coming back. I mean, I expect to lose some subs because I don't have a beard anymore. I'm not surprised if I drop back to like 500 subs or something like that, but the beard will come back, these subs will eventually come back, so yeah, don't worry, you will have to deal with me for a few days looking like a baby, looking like a 12-year-old basically, looking like John. But okay, this is all about my beard. Look, the usual shoutouts go first up to Blumenelfe on Twitter. She was kind enough to gen my team this time. I had to rush it pretty much, it was a pretty urgent genning, and she was kind enough to make it for me. I was short on time for to get the genning done, so huge thanks to her. Her Twitter will be in the description. And next up shout out to the Donphanatic, coach of the Norwich Skitty in the PPL. He recorded this match for me. I don't have a capture card on my own. I always have to ask our people, and he was kind enough to say yes. I will leave his links in the description too. He is in the PPL, another draft-based league. So if you're in for some more league action barring the GBA, definitely give his channel a look. And as last, the two shoutouts go to Isaac and Kino for the art. Isaac, of course, for the beautiful thumbnail, and Kino for the beautiful layout you see right in front of you. But yeah, now they got the shoutouts out of the way, they got the beer talk out of the way. Let's get done with the match. First of all, the match was recreation again, because we had a DC. So like with George, we have to make some weird plays to get like some hacks back on track. And yeah, to all the guys, like last time I had some people commenting they don't really enjoy recreating the battle, they rather would have like a fresh start and stuff, but it's the fairest you can do as a coach to another coach in general. One coach will always have the edge in the battle at some point, so if the DC happens, it's the fairest for him to just recreate the battle and like don't steal the advantage he worked so hard for in the battle. And of course, like then or some sets of the mons, the items, the spreads and stuff, and it's the beauty of league format is to counter team build, to surprise your opponent, and all that would be gone if you just start fresh. It wouldn't be the same battle anymore, and I don't enjoy that. I want to be fair with my opponents, so we recreate the battles. So if you don't enjoy recreating the battle, like, no need to tell me that. I will keep recreating them even if I'm the one behind, because that's the fairest thing you can do. So, looking at teams, looking at my team first. If you want to know more about my team, I made a team builder video, link in the description, so you can check that out. There's my game plan and the insight of what I bring, what his biggest threats to me are, and stuff like that. Everything explained in that video. But for all which don't have the time for that, I will go quickly over it. First of all, we got utility lead Cobalium with Flash Cannon, Thunder Wave, Stealth Rock and Taunt. Sub Baton Pass, Scolopede with Mega Horn and Rock Slide, Sub and Baton Pass of course. Max Special Defensive, Assault Death, Slow King with Power Gem, Shadow Ball, Scald and Psychic. Mixed Defensive Tank Growth with Giga Drain, Knockoff, Hidden Power Ice and Sleep Powder. Sheer Force Life of Landorus with Earth Power, Rock Slide, Psychic and Hidden Power Ice. And as last, Mixed Offensive Erbsol with Knockoff, Sucker Punch, Ice Beam and Stone Edge. Looking at his team, first of all, what I noticed, he didn't brought Sand, he didn't brought Garchomp. I'm very happy about that. If you watch my team builder video, you know I kind of banked on that, because yeah, I was using Sand. I was trying to use Sand already versus Tubbs, so I was expecting him to expect me to try that again. So glad to not see the Sand. I didn't prepare too much for it. Of course I have Tangrowth, but yeah, he didn't brought Sand. I'm happy about that. Looking at his team, Tangrowth will actually do very little this match. He can probably put something to sleep, barring Levani, but after that, like, everything on his team has something to hit me. Levani has the Bug Stab, Starmie has Ice Beam, Weezing has Fire Blast, Slash Bomb, Charizard just straight roasted, Togekiss got Air Slash, and Heedless got Hidden Power Ice or Hidden Power Fire, so Togekiss won't do too much this match. If he can put something to sleep, I'm already happy. But looking straight at his mons, he has no switches to Landorus, absolutely no. Hawluchas is probably special defensive or physical defensive, depending if it's for the Landers or for the Absol, or he may be some kind of offensive set. Of course, he already brought a Scarfed one. But this time I expect the Scarfer to be healerless, because he needs Scarfer versus my team, he needs something to outspeed all my mons. And yeah, all my speed boosts mons, if I get a +1 speed boost into Landers, he still needs something to outspeed it. Then Charizard Y, of course, the monster, which I thankfully got the idea for next Split F Assault with Slowking. Livani, I was surprised to see, I didn't expect it to bring Sticky Web, if it's even Sticky Web, I don't know. At the moment I don't know nothing about it, but I have Magic Bounce, I have multiple Taunters, I have Rattle with Defog and Rapid Spinner in the back. So he may not be Sticky Web, he may be some other set, but if you see Livani, it's usually Focus Slash lead with Sticky Web. Of course, Starmie for Rapid Spin, because he has quite a rock weak team with Livani, Charizard Y, and Hawluchas, and of course the Weezing to shut down my potentially Azumarill and my Scolipede. So physical defensive probably, that's what I expect. This is his team. As leads, I expect Livani to set up Sticky Web or the Healerless to Volt Switch out for some momentum. And for both cases, I have my lead Cobalion, so I will lead with that. I can take a Scarfed Focus Blast from Healerless, and yeah, Livani I can just taunt and prevent Sticky Web that way. Getting up rocks very early is very nice with his team. Like I already said, he has quite the rock weak team at the moment. He leads with Tomuka, which is his Healerless. Like I said, I can take a Scarfed Focus Blast on the thing. I just go straight for rocks to get them up as soon as possible. He goes for the Focus Blast. He hits the Focus Blast, sadly not a miss, but I mean, what can you ask for? And he straight up KOs me. He is not Scarfed, he is Life Orb. And that's a pretty terrible start. I lose my Stealth Rocker versus the guy with Charizard Y and the other rock weak stuff. Pretty terrible start. I'm over 5-0. First turn, I'm back at 5-0. I can go to Spätzle now, I can take any hit and put something to sleep. So Spätzle will do the work, it will have to do too. He switches out, gets a random crit, and doesn't really matter, I can just regenerate it back. And of course, Tangrove's not that important of a mon in this match, he didn't rock Garchomp and the other stuff. I go for his Sleep Powder, put something to sleep, he goes into Weezing, probably expecting an Earthquake or a Grass move. So I go for the Sleep Powder, put this thing to sleep, and now that this thing is asleep, this means I have a free switch into the monster called Landorus and basically get a kill, or weaken something tremendously. So I use this chance to switch out into my Landorus, get some Regenerator back, and go into Landorus. I could kill this thing with Psychic. I think he predicts that, and goes into Togekiss, which seems to be the mon he has for the Landorus. And like special defensive, so he can take Sludge Waves. Of course, I have Rock Slide. I have a mixed one, but Sludge Wave this thing could take very well. I just go for the Rock Slide and I miss. That's why I go for Earth Power here. I know I can take HP Ice from this thing. I would have 2-hit KO'd this thing with Rock Slide, and this was his only thing to take on my Landorus. I live on 5 HP, pretty closer than I would have expected. But this is terrible. I miss out on the damage on this Togekiss, which was basically it's the only thing that stops my Landorus from sweeping, barring a Choice Scarf Livani, of course, and stuff like that, or Scarfer. I still don't know enough about his team to make a prediction. I just go to Slowking to take the incoming Air Slash or Hidden Power Ice because I'm so especially bulky. I don't mind anything. I just go for the safe Psychic, getting some damage on this thing. But he preserves it very nice. He goes into Starmie, probably predicting a Scald or a Psychic move, like Psyshock, stuff like that. But yeah, Slowking is built too to take on the Starmie. Thunderbolt won't do anything with this thing. He goes for Substitute, which shows good preparation, probably trying the same as Dan versus my Mag Absol with the Sucker Punch Substitute shenanigans. But I just stay in, go for the Shadow Ball, get some good damage on this thing. Now I expect him to predict another Shadow Ball, probably switching out into Healerless. He is immune to Scald, he's immune to Shadow Ball. I calculated Power Gem is still strong enough to break this up, so I go for that. Get some chip damage on the Healerless, which will get worn down pretty fast with the Life Orb. I go for Power Gem. Get some good damage on this thing, and with my Assault as Split invested, I know I can take a Thunderbolt. It will do about half to me, or even more, a bit more than half. It looks like half, about half. But yeah, I can kill it with a Psychic, or get close to killing it. I go for Psychic. And I sadly miss out any KO, but he's down to only one Life Orb hit. I can switch out. I still need Sucket Bob. He still has the Starmie. He still has the Mega Slide Y. So I go into my Tangrowth, because it's not that important in the match. He predicts my switch out with the Hyper Voice. I mean, Hyper Voice would have probably killed me from that range. But yeah, he goes down Life Orb and he just out of the way, which is very nice. Now he's losing things to beat my Slowking. He has only special attackers, barring the Livani, and barring Livani I can beat everything on his team. Yeah, Togekiss could flinch me to death, but the rest I just straight beat. He goes into Charizard Y, using this chance to get his Mega off, and Slowking at this range, even with the Generator, he was too low to take 2 Solar Beams, so I didn't want to risk it. I just sacked Tangrowth here, staying in, going for a knockoff, because, yeah, like I said, it's not that important in the match. This means I'm already 4-5 down. Losing my Tangrowth, which is not that important, of course. Losing my Cobalion did hurt a bit more, but yeah, he goes for Flamethrower and he just roasts me like this. He would have killed probably five Spätzles with that. Rip in pieces, Spätzle. That was, you put something to sleep, you did what I want to do. I go for Nesper, try to scam out with the Rock Slide, because why would I bring it as otherwise? Go for the sub. I still outspeed. In the original match, he did switch out into Wheezing here and burned one turn of sleep, but we didn't want to risk him waking up, so he just would go for a couple of roosts here. But yeah, I can let go now. My sub Baton shenanigans can now finally start. I get one speed boost up. I can go for the Baton Pass into my Landorus, and now I have a Landorus behind the sub at +1 speed, and this is very scary for him. Like, behind the sub, I can 2-hit KO the Hawluchas with Rock Slide / Psychic, and the rest, basically, I get one kill here, if not more. I get one or more kills, depending how he can break this up. He just goes to Roost again, because this was a turn he was asleep still. And yeah, I go for the Psychic on the Wheezing in the battle. He switched out into Boo, the Togekiss here, which seems to be his thing to take on my Landorus. Like, yeah, I just go with Psychic. And I know I can 2-hit KO with Rock Slide because it will do 60 to 70% of this thing. If it's special defensive, which it's looking like from this psychic damage, I go for the Rock Slide. And who would have guessed? I missed again. Landorus just refuses to hit Rock Slide on this damn Togekiss. God damn it. Thank God he doesn't have any Rocker on his team. I forgot to mention that at team preview, so I can preserve my Landorus at this low amount of health. It will still good to do stuff. I am basically not allowed to go for Hidden Power Ice. I would die to Life or Recall then, but he doesn't have Guard Charm, so there's no reason for me to go for Hidden Power Ice. But this is terrible. I have to switch out again with this thing because, yeah, he is not in range for a Rock Slide and I still need my Landorus. It's basically my win condition. I go into Psychic Swap because I can take any hit from this thing because, yeah, it's special. He goes for the Air Slash here. I take nothing from that. In the original, I did go for Scald here to try and snatch a burn on this thing. He goes for his second Air Slash. In the original battle, he flinched me, so I just go for Shadow Ball for the minimum damage I can do with this thing. But yeah, spoilers, he doesn't flinch me. I just go for Shadow Ball. Hit it up for a little damage, it does nothing. It basically, leftovers recovery gets it back. I get a Speed After, which won't matter in the long run, but yeah. Here I switch out, I think. Yeah, right. I switch out into drumroll, into the Mega Emo, my Absol, because it was the only thing on my team which could take an Air Slash. I couldn't allow my Mega Slowking to get worn down. I still need for Starmie, I still need for Charizard Wyatt a good amount of health, so I needed over half, so basically at half I will switch out for Regenerator. In the original game he hit the Air Slash, so I just make a double back into Landorus, back into Absol, so he can hit the his Air Slash. He can just go for Roost here, get back the damage and the Shadow Ball, so it works out for everyone. But basically, I need damage on this Togekiss. That's my plan right now. Like last time with Dan, I'm in the back foot. I need damage on this thing, or I need damage on the Wheezing. If I get damage on the Wheezing enough, or just kill it, my Scolipede can actually sweep with Rock Slide Mega Horn. And if I get damage on the Togekiss, my Landorus can basically sweep with Psychic and Rock Slide. Yeah, I didn't even need Earth Power in this match. But okay, he switched out, still preserving his Togekiss, probably predicting some kind of physical move, like an Iron Tail or Stone Edge, or stuff like that. Goes into his Wheezing. I just go straight for the Stone Edge, trying to get damage on him. But yeah, it's me, I go for a rock move, it's inaccurate. Of course I miss. In this case it didn't really matter because it wouldn't have done close to nothing to Wheezing, but it's still more salt in the wound of me not hitting these Rock Slides on Togekiss, which would have been dead by now, but it's still around, god damn it. I go to Nescar, this thing is still asleep. I see that as my chance to get another speed boost sub into my Landorus, which would give me another try on killing this goddamn Togekiss if he doesn't dodge again. But I go for Substitute here, hoping he would stay asleep for one more turn. Now I get the +1 speed into my Landorus, which makes me outspeed the Starmie and his whole other team if it's Scarfed. Like, Scarfed Leavanny is basically the only thing that was left on his team, which could outspeed my normal Landorus. So I was thinking about Scarfed Leavanny because he didn't lead with it, which is kind of suspicious. So it basically tells me he is not Sticky Web. But yeah, I go with Baton Pass here into my Landorus, trying to get the my +1 Landorus hit behind the sub, yeah, scaring the shit out of Fizz right now. He sadly wakes up, goes for the Sludge Bomb, and breaks my sub. Even though it's resisted, I'm naive nature, so yeah, it breaks my sub right here. But I can still scare it out with Psychic. I cannot risk going for Rock Slide trying to predict the Togekiss. I have to play safe with my Landorus here. It's my win condition. I can't go for Rock Slide on the reason predicting the Togekiss, and then my Landorus will go down. I just go with Psychic. He makes a smart play, sacking his Starmie, because honestly it wasn't doing much. Slowking just walls it. Rapid Spin he doesn't need because I don't have any Rocker on my team. Landorus could be a Rocker, but Rocker is dead, so wise decision on Fizz's part to sack Starmie right here. And Landorus finally gets the first kill. I just go for Tube Psychic. Don't want to risk Earth Power and him going into Togekiss or something like this. Now he goes to Togekiss. He is still not in Rock Slide range, so I switch back out into my Slowking to take the hit from this thing. And yeah, because I'm just so especially bulky, I'm close to full health. He just goes for the hidden power ice here. Kind of wondering why I didn't go for air slash here. Did it have anything left weak to ice? No, it didn't. Maybe it was a mistake. Who knows? It would have killed my Landorus, but it won't kill my Slowking. And here he's just trying to get damage on my Slowking, I guess. I try desperately to get a Scald off, maybe snatch a burn on this thing to finally wear this thing down to where one Rock Slide will kill this thing. I get flinched 2 times. It seems it's going a bit too slow for him, so he's switching out into the Leavanny. I just go for the Scald. Like I said, try and get some damage on the Togekiss, maybe get a burn. I go for Scald and Leavanny. And now I broke this thing's Sash, which, if it has a Sash, I don't know. I think it had one. He told me after the match. I'm not quite sure. You have to look at Steam Builder for that, but yeah. I go into an Escavok. It's the only thing on my team which can take an X-Scissor from this thing. The rest will just die, like Mega Absol is too effective, he's too low, Landorus is too low. This is the only thing which can take one. And yeah, I kind of in my head, I have this thing is maybe Scarf. So I expect him to switch out and probably into the Weezing. I use the chance to Baton Pass out here and get a free switch into my Slowking this time. I could have gone to Landorus here and gone for another Psychic, but then I would have ended up Landorus versus Togekiss again, probably. Yeah, it's bringing me anywhere. I can still scare this thing out with Slowking. I could kill it with Psychic. Well, I'm sorry for that. And if I end up with Togekiss, I can still be at 1v1 if he doesn't finish me to death. So I just go for Psychic. He goes back into Leavanny. And yeah, like I said, I have nothing to take another X-Scissor. Thankfully, my Scolpede is still in range to take another one. And now it gets tricky. If this thing is Scarfed, he can kill me with another or speed me and kill me with another X-Scissor. Then I can still go into my Absol and kill him with Sucker Punch. If he's not Scarfed, I cannot speed him, kill him with a Rock Slide or Mega Horn. But if I go for a Baton Pass here, predict a switch out, and he stays in, something will die. I have nothing to take this X-Scissor anymore. So I stay in, go for the Rock Slide, predicting him to stay in 2, predicting my Baton Pass. Thankfully it works out, Leavanny goes down, and that was a looking back, a pretty big play. If I would have Baton Passed here, something would have died, and I couldn't allow that. I needed all my mons, I would probably have sacked Mega Absol, but that was a nice prediction on my part if I can tap my shoulder here. I mean, I shouldn't do that. But yeah, I just go for Rock Slide on this thing. I want to have some more Black Sludge recovery, him going for Shenanigans. And he does go for Shenanigans Taunt. I had not mind to lose my Scolpede here to a Fire Blast, something like this. Sadly, did go for Taunt, which means I can't Taunt Pass the 1 speed out I have here. I have to Hard Switch, which I do. I do Hard Switch into my Slowking, predicting like a Will-O-Wisp or a Fire move, or even a Sludge Bomb, which my Slowking all can take. He doesn't really care about the burn. He's back at full health, so the burn wear down is not really a problem. Of course, it's annoying, but I can take it. I have a full health, and yeah, I can take any hit from anything. Here, I predict the Togekiss. I could go for Psychic, which is the obvious play, but I predict the Togekiss to come in, so I pull out the double into my Mega Absol. And yeah, like you can see, it actually worked out. He switched out. Let's see, does he switch out into Togekiss? I mean, already spotted it. Yes, he does. I get the double out into my Absol because power. If I would have just predict Togekiss and good for Power Gem, it would have done nothing. Not enough damage. I need to go for the Mega Evo and hit a Stonish on this thing. If he switched out into Weezing again, oh, I missed the turn. I missed that turn. God damn it. This. Pause, 1 moment. We watch that again. That was too much of a crucial turn to miss that. So, let me pause it. I usually don't do that, but I was talking too fast about other stuff. I was going to Mega Absol, predicting the Togekiss. If he would have switched out into Weezing, I can still go for Ice Beam on this thing, get some good damage on this thing, and then Scolpede could potentially sweep too, if Weezing is gone. So I had to predict it into Absol. I go into Absol. Like you can see here. I go for Stone Edge. And this turn right there you saw there. You know already what happens, but this gave me a heart attack. I missed this Stone Edge again. It says, God damn it, he goes to S and he misses too. Yes! Back RNG for me, and I was so... this turn gave me an actual heart attack. I was like no! It was amazing. This is the stuff I love Battlezone, if they get all excited, if I get excited for it, but that was a pretty crucial turn. Now it happened. I got the damage on Togekiss, and now it's finally time. I hit the Rock Attack on Togekiss, which I'm very happy for, but now it's cleanup time for Mr. Man. It outspeeds this whole team. I already know nothing on this team is Scarfed. I know, Weezing won't be able to take a Psychic. It has pitiful special defense. It's pretty defensive, but not special defense, and this is the life of Sheer Force, max special attack Landorus we're talking about here. He goes to Blitzklitz. I can just go for Psychic on his Weezing. I have enough speed to outspeed a Charizard, even if it's timid max speed. So I can just Rock Slide this, and the only thing he could win was if I would have missed another Rock Slide on the what you call it, on the toe kiss. Thankful it didn't happen. Like, if I would have missed another time, I would probably, like, my DS would have been around there, because I would have thrown it out of the window. But yeah, I don't miss this rock stab. It didn't really matter too much if I would have missed the one. I still have Slow Kicking back and my Skull Pitch, which don't both have rock stab and outspeed, or I can take it from this thing. But this is the 3-0 victory for the Borussia Donphan. GG Fizz after like the first turns, like after Kobalian just dropped and I missed the rock slide 2 times on Tokiss, and I had to sack my Tank Roof and stuff. It was looking pretty dire. I like in the match I was playing that, I was pretty depressed already, like seeing that, oh god, I lost this game to Hex. But you don't give up, you just try your best, you make the plays. He was very weak to Landorus. I tried to use that. He didn't have any rocker, so he couldn't like he couldn't bank on the fact that my Landorus was so low. I could pretty good preserve it. MVP is for sure the Landorus and Slowking for sponging all the hits the monster were throwing at him. It was my switch in for many things on his team, Bang, Leveni, and Slowking. You did well. Second Bob, Landorus, you were my MVPs of this game. GG Fizz. Good predictions on your part with, and Life Orb. He just was pretty scary. Same with Leveni. I don't know what this was. After the match he told me it was a Chlorophyll Sweeper for the Sun with Charizard, which would have been actually a pretty big problem for my team, because it would have outspent everything, and depending on his coverage, it just runs through my team. Gladly I could keep the Charizard at bay with all my rock coverage, so he couldn't really switch it in. But yeah, this was a pretty amazing win, and we have a 3-0 win for the Borussia Donphan. We are back 3-0, we can start our streak again. We defeated the guy which stole our place in the power rankings. That's right, he stole it, and now we can hopefully take it back, depending on how the analysts feel about that. But yeah, we are 3-0, and we are at least second place again in our division, so we are looking good on the division part. I will of course leave Fizz link channel in the description, like usual. I'm the small guy, of course. I don't know how many people will come from here to Fizz, but it's worth a try. Like every time, he does probably the most hilarious postcoms in the whole league. At least I enjoy his postcoms the most, so definitely watch his side of this battle. I'm already looking forward to it. But yeah, definitely give it a look. He does nice stuff. He does nice stuff for sure. And yeah, that's basically all from me. If you liked what I saw, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit me on Twitter, Facebook, all links in the description. And yeah, the Borussia Donphan is back on track for the playoff race, and it feels amazing beating Fizz. Like, many people expected me to lose here, but not with me, mister. Not with me. The Borussia Donphans are back on track for the championship. Roller to the cup. See you next time. Ciao.